Don't worry, guys, the government is staying open if you cared. Okay, but seriously, there's been so much drama about whether or not the government was going to shut down, if it was going to be funded, blah, blah, blah. So let me just quickly recap what's going on. My phone's about to die, so this has to be quick. Every year, the government has to pass 12 different spending bills, but they can never agree or they never do it on time, purposefully or whatever, on accident, whatever. And so they have to pass what's called CR bills, continuing resolution, where they basically say, we're going to take the previous spending and just continue it for this amount of time so we can get our life together. Every single time the date is approaching, they're like, oh, wait, we have to like pass a budget bill. Like, how crazy is that? Both sides start to act absolutely redonkulous. And whether or not you like to believe it, both Republicans and Democrats like to add crazy spending in these bills. How these awful bills get passed all the time is there will literally be like one good thing in the bill. So if you're against the entire bill that has 10,000 other things, they're like, oh, you're voting against that one thing. So as you've probably seen, there originally was a 1,500-page bill introduced that was quickly turned down. There was public outrage. And then a 100-page bill was introduced. That bill Trump wanted because it allowed for them to get rid of the debt ceiling. So basically, they can just spend whatever they want for a couple years. And 38 Republicans voted no against it. I made a video about this yesterday. You can go watch it. So now a third bill, 100 pages, and it was like 118 pages. It passed tonight. There was no debt ceiling increase, okay? No Democrats voted no, and 34 Republicans voted no. And I skimmed through the bill, and it's no wonder why those 34 Republicans voted no still. This bill continued all of the current spending and added a ton more, like $13 million for security of the residences of Supreme Court justices. Yes, the main thing about this bill is disaster relief. So for the SBA, the Small Business Administration, $2 billion was allocated for disaster loans to be taken out for small businesses. But I did want to tell you about this disaster relief. A lot of it, if not most of this funding, is actually going back to the government. When I hear disaster relief, I'm thinking like small businesses or residential properties, homeowners to like recover what they once had. But a lot of this is going right back to the government. Like this one is $1 billion to military construction because of disaster relief. Well, funny enough, there is actually some senators who said that they want to vote no on this bill because it's not that 1,500-page bill that they originally wanted. Technically, the government could still shut down if the Senate votes no, but I highly doubt it. I think the Senate's going to pass it, Biden's going to sign it, and we're going to have a Merry Christmas. But still, we need to recognize that we are living on a prayer. And we are very much in debt, and we are going to have to cut spending at some point. A lot of people think it's corporate greed that causes inflation, but it's government overspending. By the way, I have zero faith that Trump is going to cut spending. I just don't. But I hope I'm wrong. But as always, let me know your thoughts about all this and make sure you're following me for more.